Good evening, junkies. Welcome to EminiJunkie.com, your ES Trading Mentor's free trading video for Wednesday, August 10th, 2011. Today we had a total of 15 executable trade signals for a max potential of 81 ES ticks. This video is for educational purposes only, is intended to highlight our high probability trade setups and give you a feel for the quantity of trades taken each trading day using this approach. A full trading plan and daily live trading room can be accessed via our website at EminiJunkie.com. Okay, we opened up this morning, made a push down right before the open, got down low enough that we did not have a high probability gap fill. Ended up with our first signal of the day for a signal to the downside right underneath the daily pivot. That did end up with targets 1 and targets 2 for 16 ticks. And we're still in this environment where volatility is extremely high, and at times of the day the speed of the tape picks up. And our charting platform here at sometimes does not quite keep up. We do have another charting platform that we also have a independent data feed on, and some of the signals here in relationship to the moving average might be a little bit off, but for the most part they're on, and in some instances we'll just mark the trades as signaled by our signal generation tool in combination with our rule set. So after we pushed down to the downside, we actually did get a signal long that did produce targets 1 and targets 2 for 11 ticks as we pushed back up to the open. Kind of just meandered a little bit sideways there for a bit before the 10 o'clock reversal time. We did get a signal to the downside, targets 1 and targets 2 for 15 ticks, and then we got into a real period of back and forth action here, where the market, we would get signals, we would get our first target, and we wouldn't get follow through. I believe there was 5 trades in a row here that were T1 minus 2, meaning the volatility was such we'd easily get our first contract, but we wouldn't pop up and to the swing highs there and get our secondary. And all these moves were 10-point wide on these swings these last few days. So our targets profits are actually a little narrower than normal. But you can see that just, there was a long T1 minus 2, short T1 minus 2, long T1 minus 2, short T1 minus 2, and it was just back and forth that way for 5 trades in a row. And it's not that some of these trades didn't ultimately go on to hit what would be their their targets. These last 2, for instance, you can see we were right on the signal and it moved. It was such a deep pullback with these swings. I mean, these pullbacks right now are 3-4 points in nature, and we end up getting stopped out on our secondary position. So 5 trades back and forth, same thing here. It went to the upside. We were shaken out there because of the nature of our stops. Then we had a full stop out right around 1040. After that full stop out, we did get another cross down through our moving average, an extension signal there to the downside that did hit targets 1 and targets 2, coming right after that, right during that 10:45 confirmation time. You can see the market pushed down a pretty good ways there. That is from the high to low. That was over 15 points, and then there was just a quick bounce, and it doesn't look like much on this chart, but that's a 10-point bounce, and that was just the nature of these moves. You have an extension long, gets a quick target, T2 plus 8, and then a violent move to the downside. Now on this move down and up, there was signal opportunities. They just did not get to the range where we could actually take them, or they did not meet our rule set when looking at those. 11:15 reversal time, there was another push to the downside, gave a signal for targets 1 and targets 2, 11 ticks, and then the market during the lunchtime dead zone actually made a pretty good rally. I think ultimately we ended up about 10 points above our high during the or 10 points above the open during our afternoon session. But the first trade there after 1:15, you had an extension to the downside, targets 1, targets 2 for 8 ticks. Then here was the push up towards the open. You can see we cleared it by about 10 points to the upside, and then we basically couple of signals here that did not meet the rule set. There was one right around 2:23 that did hit targets 1 and targets 2 for 11 ticks to the upside, and then we started moving down hard, and there was two opportunities for signals here. Did not meet our rule sets, and then we finally did get a signal to fire after 2:45 that ultimately hit targets 1 and targets 2 for 11 ticks. And then, after 3 o'clock, momentum to the downside kicked in once again today, and the market ended up down quite heavily on the day. So very, very active day. 15 trades, 81 ES ticks, with a lot of reduced risk stop outs there and a couple of full stop outs. This market environment, I'll just say it again, with this volatility, you have to keep your stops. You have to stick to your plan. If you want to widen your stops a little bit just to stay out of the chop, that's fine. But you cannot expect the market to move in your direction and do things foolishly that are outside of our trading rules. So do not let a move go against you in hopes for a rebound. That's just asking for disaster. So I want to thank you for watching. For more details on this plan, including all the chart setups, or to join our live trading room video newsletter, please visit EminiJunkie.com or just simply click the link at the top of the screen. Thanks, and make it a great day.